Beyonce. I saw her sing the Star Spangled Banner at the Super Bowl in Houston. Brilliant. All right. Worth about $350 million. She puts out a new album with a video that glorifies having sex in the back of a limousine. Teenage girls look up to Beyonce, particularly girls of color. She's an idol to them. I'm saying, why on earth would this woman do that? Why would she do it when she knows the devastation that unwanted pregnancies, which we'll deal with in a moment, not with you, but as a segment, and fractured families? Why would Beyonce do that?
I wanted to talk a little bit about the left side of the brain and the right side of the brain connecting, and the shift in brain functionality for meditation and other things, and getting it into schools where it might.
You don't want to talk about Beyonce?
No, but I will say this. I think the artist's job throughout history has been to say things that people are inspired by. There's a research that says that a man thinks about sex every 12 seconds. And so when an artist expresses something that's sexual in music, it is a reflection of our reality. If we want that reality changed, then we have to do things that affect the core. So what I want to do, and this is another subject back again, but I want to put meditation in schools. I want to go right
and we'll
to
get to that in a moment, because I agree with you on that. And I support the David Lynch Foundation, which does just that.
That's right, I'm on the board.
Right, and I give you a ton of money.
Thank
all right?
you.
So I support that. But you're dodging the question.
No,
I believe in entertainment. I believe in entertainment, an entertainer like Beyonce and a mogul like you have an obligation to protect children, not put out exploitive garbage that you know harms impressionable children. I think Beyonce, what she has done here is inexplicable, and I'm asking you, Russell Simmons, to explain it to me.
Okay. As a parent of 2 children, both of whom go to the School for the Gifted, I go to their home every morning at 6:15 and meditate with them until 6:35. I take them to school. We listen to the most commercial radio station on the way to school where they beep out certain words, but they've heard most of that language. My daughters make choices based on the inspiration that we give them as parents.
Okay, you're a good father, right?
No, I guess I'm a good father.
Okay.
The mother's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm okay as a father.
So you're okay as a father, and the mother's amazing. What about the kids who don't have an amazing mother and an okay father? Why? What about them?
Bill, if you think that the art that comes out of a community is the cause of the struggle.
That's art?
Yeah.
It's your boy DJ Akademiks, and as you just saw, you saw the exchange between Bill O Reilly and my man Russell Simmons, who were talking about the video of Beyonce's Partition, which I love that song. I'll put that out there right now. And they were talking about pretty much its effect on society in a whole. Now, Bill O'Reilly's point was that, hey, this type of music and this type of content is no good for the black community, especially black girls, because it promotes unwanted pregnancies and a lot of other things that he feels contributes to the denigration of the black society. Now, Russell Simmons is my dude, but rather than putting up a good retort to the actual question that Bill O'Reilly actually said, he was too busy trying to promote meditation and also trying to just promote his agenda, which I kind of get, because he's really on a promo tour for what he has going on. He has a book out. He's trying to promote that. He could care less about getting into what Beyonce's doing when he has a product to push. So he tried to sidestep the question, but pretty much it wasn't a good look because Bill O'Reilly stayed focused in. Now, a couple things just to think about is that I just can't get why music, as opposed to any type of other types of art, gets this much criticism and this much focus. When it comes to lyrics, it looks like music is always pinpointed and always brought to the forefront. We'll see movies with people having a full-on sex scene. We'll also see violence in movies. We'll see painting that depicts all types of crazy stuff. We'll see other type of art that's not hip-hop, that's not urban music, and people will give it a pass. But when it's an urban artist or urban culture or just hip-hop in general that does it, it's now a big deal. Miley Cyrus could twerk on the VMAs. Absolutely cool. Bill O'Reilly doesn't mention it. Beyonce makes a video talking about what she does with her husband in the back of a limousine. And though it has suggestive content, this is actual music that's marketed to adults. If you buy a Beyonce CD, it clearly says explicit content. Now, I don't get why people are apologizing, backpedaling, or just not defending what is actually there. Nobody gets on the film industry because they'll clearly just say, yo, we put ratings on our movies. It says rated R, which means your child isn't supposed to be watching it unless blah, 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 unless they're with a parent. Now, music is the same way. Whether you want to know it or not, there's a lot of ratings that are on music. Now, music is more accessible to find by going online, and you might not explicitly see the rating. It's really the parent's responsibility or whoever is supervising that child to make sure they're listening to the appropriate content on the appropriate stations, but also the music's also rated. It says explicit content. You shouldn't be listening to it. To keep it real, which is a sad truth, there's really nothing in hip-hop that's marketed at children. If your child is below 18, hip-hop isn't marketed to them. Even though, which is sad, the advertisers that actually participate in hip-hop, so you watch all type of TV shows or listen to radio, the advertisers that are on these programs that are playing their advertisements around Drunken Love and Partition, they're actually aiming their products at teenagers all the way up to 35. Now, simply put, I'm somebody who enjoys music, and to be honest, I don't like being censored at all. So I definitely find it offensive that, number one, people in the film industry are never targeted this way. This continues to be a subject that keeps rearing its ugly head in hip-hop. We've seen Bill O Reilly do this before. He did this with Cameron, and now we're seeing him do this again with Beyonce, except Beyonce probably won't respond because she's not on that fuckery that Cameron was going to be on, and Cameron was in his face pointing out, you mad. But to be honest, the onus isn't on the actual artist to clean their content up or actually make content that appeals to young black girls. It's really upon whoever governs the airwaves or governs the actual ways that the music is actually received. The people who govern the radio, the people who govern these TV channels, these people who govern the internet or parents, whoever it is, but not the actual artists themselves. The artists are selling and promoting records to adults. If impressionable minds or children do consume this music, this is not the fault of the actual entertainer. They're being artistic. And that's all I got to say about that. I want you guys to weigh in. What do you guys think about Bill O Reilly pretty much demonizing hip-hop culture and also demonizing Beyonce for making a song that's somewhat suggestive and somewhat raunchy? We never saw him come at Miley Cyrus like this. And why is it always just hip-hop? Why is it never film? Why is it never anything else that's at the forefront? Why is it always hip-hop? I want you guys to weigh in. What do you guys think about this? And also, what do you think about Russell Simmons actually? And he's one of the figureheads in hip-hop, and rather than sit there and look the line in his face, which is Bill O Reilly, who's been coming at hip-hop for so long and really go to bat for hip-hop, what did he do? He sidestepped the argument so many times just to promote his own product, which was Meditate, and then he had a book out. Let me know what you guys think in that comment box. It's your boy DJ Akademiks, and I'm out.